Paul, first of all, congratulations on what appears to have been, or at least up to the last few hours, a truly spectacular AEA convention.
Well, thank you. It has been a very successful meeting. We've had close to 1,700 people register here in Washington, D.C., and we'll add a few more today because we've got all of our technical workshops put on by the manufacturers all afternoon today. So we don't close out until the last person's registered about 5 o'clock today.
And then it's everybody out of the pool.
Everybody out of the pool and back to work, and all the new products and technologies that were introduced this day, go back and create a market for them, sell them, and get them outfitted into the cockpit of airplanes.
Well, we've had shall we say, an interesting year. I mean, aviation's been up against a number of challenges. We've got fuel going through the roof, reauthorization, which may finally be heading for a vote on the 28th. Just a number of things that concern us. What would you consider to be high on your most wanted list?
A lot of the things you mentioned are also, of course, a concern for our members: the rising fuel prices, FAA reauthorization funding, probably some of the regulatory initiatives that are coming down the pike. We keep waiting, and we hear that it's coming pretty quickly. The Part 145 ratings issue, a new class rating system for the avionics industry. So, of course, those are a concern to us and our members, the repair stations. So we're on top of that, and we will help guide them and direct them to adjust to this new ratings. We'll comment on the rulemaking as it is finally out on the street. We're involved a lot with training, because with all these new avionics technologies coming out, you know, the technicians need to know the integration, the troubleshooting, the maintenance of these products. So we can never offer enough training opportunities as well. So regulatory training and FAA reauthorizations on the forefront.
Aero-TV is brought to you by Cirrus aircraft have always been easy to fly. Now they're easier than ever to buy. A complete line of ownership programs gives you everything you need to purchase, trade, finance, lease, insure, and warranty your Cirrus. There's even an ownership program for non-pilots. The Cirrus Access Pilot can teach you how to fly, or fly the plane for you. Find out more at www.cirrusdesign.com. Cirrus, for the love of flying. Now, back to Aero-TV.
Well, for mom and pop Piper Cub out in the real world, one of the things I wish they could see was the amount of dedication that folks with shops and folks who are supplying this industry or building the gear take. They take this so very seriously. I mean, they come out and they have fun, don't get me wrong, but there's a tremendous amount of training that goes on. There's a tremendous amount of dialogue that goes on about what to do, how to do it better, how people are working with the industry and so forth. But talk a little bit about the training initiatives here. There just seems to be so much going on. There's rooms filled all throughout the Gaylord here with people learning how to do it better.
Right. Well, and let me first address quickly that the socializing portion of it, because to me the social networking, the coffee breaks, the evening parties are just as important as the training opportunities as far as networking, making those contacts. But of course, if you're going to rate them, obviously I'm going to say number one is setting in on that classroom training. We have more than 90 hours of FAA recognized training this week, in 1 week, 4-day period I should say, for the technician. And again, just to emphasize all these new avionics products coming out on the market, and as we prepare for next gen, these technicians are here and they're hungry for education and learning how to adapt to the technologies and turn around and explain it to their end user as well, which is their customer.
We talked about some of the cautions and some of the things that worry us, but at the same time there's obviously some tremendous victories that this industry can espouse at this point and be bragging about. I mean, first of all, let's take a look at GA with synthetic vision. Wonderful little EFA systems that fit where 2-3-inch gauges used to go, and all manner of upgrades and sophistication and services, and nobody's standing still. Nobody's
standing still, thank goodness, right? Exactly. Yeah, no one's standing still. We're moving ahead, and I think one of the dynamic things is the synthetic vision you brought up. Who would have thought? Synthetic vision now available in the regular general aviation airplane, and not just in the commercial jets and high-end business jets anymore. So I predict before we know it, the new light sport aircraft industry will be enjoying some of these exact same technologies.
Well, a lot of the glass panels are showing up in there already.
They're there, and that's another thing we're trying to introduce our membership to the repair stations, is there is a vital market worth exploring there as well, and expanding your business to those areas as well, catering to those types of pilots and their needs.
Aero-TV is brought to you by
Today, there is an affordable, high-performance, easy-to-own and easy-to-operate very light jet designed with you in mind. Far less expensive than any other twin-engine jet to buy, it is also the least expensive to own and operate. It is the Eclipse 500, the jet that's easy to buy, easy to fly, and fun to own. The jet for you.
Now, back to Aero-TV.
You see an event this big and you see the agenda that you undertake throughout the year and you figure there's got to be, what, 300-400 people over at AEA Central? Tell us the truth. How many are there?
There's actually 10 of us altogether, 9 in the AEA headquarters office in Independence, Missouri, and 1 in our Washington, D.C. office. We're lean and mean, but I think what it is we're all dedicated to this industry, and all of us have the equal passion and desire to make this the best association it can be. We're small but mighty. It is. It's sun up to sundown during this week. We'll all go home and crash for a couple of days, and then we'll be right back at it. We've got regional meetings starting in 2 weeks. Our European meeting will be in Cologne, Germany, right there at EASA's headquarters. We've got some regulatory issues to handle over there. Bring our European members in for a 2-day meeting, and from then on, you know the industry. It's show after show, and we keep the training coming. So busy times. Good times.
So last question. How would you judge the state of the industry, the avionics industry right now, sitting here at the end of April 2008?
I would probably judge our segment of the industry much the same way I think the general public is judging the economy. We're guarded, but we're positive, and we know that, with the right moves by Congress and by the FAA, we're going to keep plowing ahead, and it's record year. I believe it'll be another record year for us and the avionics and the aviation industry.
We hope so.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you much, Paula.
All right.